Living Well on Light Rock and our monthly feature, Awesome Animals with Dr. Newkirk of Newkirk Family Veterinarians in Egg Harbor Township. Owning a reptile may seem like it would be easy, but they require a lot more care than you think. Here now to tell us about it is Dr. Newkirk. So what do we need to know about owning reptiles?
Well, the biggest thing with owning any type of exotic pet, be it a chinchilla, a reptile, or bird, is the proper way to keep them, to house them, or what's called husbandry. So reptiles, for example, they need, depending on what kind of reptile they are, because we get reptiles from the desert, and we get reptiles from the rainforest, and our little gecko here, they have different requirements of diet and different requirements of humidity and temperature. And unfortunately, in many cases, when the reptiles are sold, there's just feed them mealworms or waxworms, and it's really not nutritious for them. And because you need to have the proper humidity temperature to get them healthy.
You really need to learn. My son, we have 10 reptiles. We have a snake, and we have a gecko, and so forth. And he's got humidity on one, and he's got lights on another. He really has researched it and takes good care of them. But if someone who owns a reptile doesn't know what he's doing, it can be a big problem.
Correct. The number one reason we see disease in any of these exotics is the failure to take care of them properly in the housing with the diet and temperature, as we've discussed. They do get certain infections. The mouth sometimes will have abscesses, and sometimes they'll have trouble shedding, and that again goes back to not proper temperature, humidity. But it can cause some real problems with them, and they do get injured as well. If you notice, this guy only has 3 legs. He actually had an accident in his cage, and we had to amputate. So these are great little animals, and the biggest problem again is taking care of them. So talk to somebody knowledgeable. Not all veterinarians deal with these animals, so make sure you're talking to someone who does.
And know up front before you get a reptile, know what you're getting into.
Absolutely. This is not just put them in a cage and look at them.
Sure, they're a living creature, and you got to take care of them. Thanks so much, Dr. Mark Newkirk of Newkirk Family Veterinarians, and our monthly feature, Awesome Animals on Light Rock 96.9 WFPG.